You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. I was supposed to do a full review of Splatoon 2 after release. We binged on it after it came out and over the weekend, so I had promised a review coming up, but I'm only going to review the Salmon Run mode right now because really, it's all that I've played since it came out. It's such a great mode for Splatoon. If you were a fan of Splatoon and you felt that it was missing something, Salmon Run may be the mode for you. It is a ton of fun. I am going to say that it is better than zombie mode on Call of Duty. For some of the zombie modes, it's about on par with Treyarch's zombie mode. It's certainly better than what I've been playing with Infinity Ward. I like that type of mode where you survive with people, and Salmon Run is a ton of fun. Let me go ahead and get some footage of it rolling. Basically a survival mode where you and 3 other people online fend off salmon that come, and you got to take their eggs, basically, as bizarre as that sounds. So you steal the golden eggs. It's like a job that you get in Squid City. So it seems pretty easy when you first start out and you're doing the tutorial. You're like, okay, not bad at all. But it begins to get hectic really quick. The footage that you have here is probably 120% difficulty. It goes up to 200%, and it gets ridiculous. I've gotten up to, I think, 185, 190% playing with people, but it gets crazy real quick. Now, there's 2 stages, and I didn't know there was actually 2 stages. There was one stage that I was playing, and the second stage came up the next day, so I binged the whole day on that. It was a nice surprise to see the stages, but what's unique about it is the stage has different features on it. So it may be covered in fog, it may be nighttime, and then certain parts of the stage either expand, so it's a bigger stage that you're on, or shrinks down to a very small section. So with those elements that change randomly, you get different bosses that you face, and it makes the stage unique and fresh every time that you play it. Like I said, with the second stage having those options again, you get a lot of different ways to play and a lot of different setups, so you kind of have to be on your toes as you play. Now, the premise is you go in 3 waves, so you have to hit a quota of eggs collected in each wave. So after each wave, the map changes, and you change what weapon you have. You're randomly assigned one of 4 weapons, and it changes with each wave. So you kind of have to master each weapon, which makes it a challenge sometimes if you have a weapon where you're a support unit and you're not really used to playing. So that keeps the mode fresh for when you're playing it. I played, I don't know how many hours of this mode. It's a little difficult for the kids. Although they like it, we really can't get past some of the early settings, so I lose my rank pretty quickly when we pair up. Pairing up with a friend is pretty easy in it, or you can play local multiplayer, where you put a game in the lobby, which is maybe the way that we're going to play it a lot, because the downside to Salmon Run is it's not always available. Now, the first couple of days it was available basically all day long, and it's not available all day because you get different prizes as you rank up, as you play the game. So you kind of have a cap on what prizes you get. After you get all of them, you just keep getting the shirt over and over, which you can turn in for a lot of cash. So I see what they're doing with having specific times, and I thought, okay, this isn't going to be a big deal because they basically let you play all day long. But they've since changed that to certain windows like 2 to 2, 7 to 7, and you can miss out on being able to play. So last night we were only able to play a little bit of this together, the Salmon Run. So not a big fan of that, where you can't play it online and kind of get those points. Like I said, you can play it in the local multiplayer, which is fun, and you can set your difficulty level. But there's only two of us that really play it. We only have the two systems, so two people, even on 5-10% difficulty, is fairly hard when one of the people is a novice. So it can be difficult with only two people going at this. So it's definitely a challenge. It's a ton of fun. Like I said, one of my favorite modes of play is the zombies mode in Call of Duty, and I think the best way to describe it is in that mode, when something goes wrong, it's something that you feel like you did. It wasn't the game cheating you. It was a mistake that you made, and I think that's great for the replayability in a mode like this. And Salmon Run has the same thing, where you don't feel cheated by the game when you get splatted or you lose. You kind of feel cheated by either your skills yourself doing something wrong or what some of the players did with you. Now, I haven't tried the chat mode with this, playing people online, but that would definitely come in handy. Using the simple commands in the game where you can yell for help or you can say over here, that works out pretty well. Like I said, I got up to around a 185, 190 percentage and kind of hung there for a little bit. So it's possible if you get a good group of people. Now, if you don't have a good group of people working together and kind of know the roles that the different weapons play, you get slaughtered quickly. As you can see, that was the end of that game. So that's how the game goes, and that's how the levels progress. We didn't win on that one, but overall, I think Splatoon 2 Salmon Run mode is a great addition to the game. Liking Splatoon 2 so far, building on what Splatoon did. If it just did that, I would have been happy with the game. But Salmon Run is a fantastic mode that is going to keep you coming back and playing more. It's certainly hindered me doing an actual review. I haven't even played a single round of the single player, the story mode there. Haven't even done that. I've played very little of the regular mode. I did enough so that I could get to level 4 so I could open up Salmon Run and different things. And I just leveled up enough so I could start playing ranked games, but that's about as much as I've done. I've been focusing on Salmon Run, and it's absolutely fantastic. So if you do not have Splatoon 2 and you have a Nintendo Switch, go get it. It's already sold millions of copies, which is great news for Nintendo if you own Nintendo stock. We own it. Nintendo stock is doing very well today. We did a video earlier today. You can find it on their earnings report. But that's our thoughts on Splatoon 2 Salmon Run. Absolutely fantastic and fun. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Post it in the comments in the video. Or if you have any comments, let me know. That's it for this episode. I'd like to thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already for the latest investing news for gamers. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave us some feedback. Thanks for watching again. We'll see you tomorrow.